What's up, everybody? Welcome to Get Feathered. I am Feather. I'm a success and wellness coach, and I use tarot to help figure out love and life situations. My life coaching helps guide you through it. So, if you're dealing with a situation, this is for anybody. Doesn't matter what your zodiac sign is or who you're dealing with. What matters is whether or not the situation resonates. Does it make sense for you? Does it resonate with you? Is it a situation you're going through? And if it is, thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. It's good to see you here. If you're here during the live, thumbs up, click that live chat button down below, and let's talk about love, shall we? Ooh, does this resonate? I have no idea what's about to show up here. I hope you're all doing well. Let's do this thing. Diana's here. Hello, dear. How are you doing? Jennison's here. How are y'all doing? Happy spring to the majority of you. Let's jump into the reading screen, shall we? I didn't realize I still have my sunglasses on. Oh well. For those of you interested in what I do outside of tarot and life coaching, check out my new channel at The Homestead Princess here on YouTube. Okay, I've started posting videos and more to come this week. So I've been out on the homestead this morning. I'm just going to leave them there. It is what it is. All right. For who will resonate, for who needs the message, what's going on? Where's your energy at in regards to this situation? Looks like you're leaving some turbulence and some bad times behind. Good times. Anyway. You never know what you're going to get from me. It's an 18 and up show. Howdy do, right? How y'all doing? Six of Swords says, hey, you've been through it. You've been through the turbulence. You're learning some life lessons. You're getting on the boat and you're heading to, some of you may be moving. Some of you are moving away from something. We're going to find out what that something is here in just a second. But I like this. It's a slow, steady movement away from something, okay? Happy almost birthday. Happy almost birthday. All right. Oh, boy. Some of you may have been dealing with an in and out situation, on again, off again, very turbulent situation. The Knight of Wands can just be that it's Aries, Leo, or Sag. Doesn't have to be. I have a lot of air out here. There's fire energy out here too. That could be yours or theirs. But it's like you're leaving this behind. You are ready to get out of something. So this is sadness, grief, despair, mourning, depression. This could be a bad relationship. It could be lots of thoughts replaying in your mind over and over about a situation that is no longer. So your confidence is on the rise and you're moving away from this. This is what you're leaving behind. Could have been, some of you might say, I don't see that it's friends with benefits, but it could have been. Some of you might say it's a player. It's like you have the courage to leave whatever this is behind. That's more like your energy. Could be another person though. Very turbulent. What was the turbulence here? That's what I want to know. What was the turbulence? What was the turbulence here? What was the imbalance in the connection? Could have lost a loved one. They may have passed on. You could be in a grieving period for some of you. And a lot of times we just stay stuck in the funk. We stay stuck in the memories and the thoughts of the things that didn't go right. Okay. This was in regards to a relationship. It didn't successfully pan out. Okay. You chose to go in a different direction. So that's just the way that it goes sometimes. If we are in a relationship where we're confused, we are put as an option, we are not prioritized, you want me to go deeper into that. Great. Okay, great. So it is involving a relationship, just didn't work out, so you're headed towards something new. So what is this 7? Okay. All right, there it is. So could have been lies, deceit, betrayal, deception. It was something that was, maybe this person was sneaking. Maybe they ghosted you. I don't know. But it's definitely deception or sneakiness and it is at the center of this. So it's like, you had to see the truth in it. You had to take it. Like I said, if somebody isn't prioritizing you, or they're confusing you, if they're avoiding you, they're avoiding telling the truth about things, sometimes we just have to be the one to see it for what it is and take action in the best way possible for ourselves. Sometimes that's severing ties. And it doesn't feel great to have to go through a breakup, or to have to see the reality or the truth in a situation. No, but you're brave enough here with knights on the table to do what is necessary for you. Okay. What's up, beautiful Mary? How are you doing? I hope you had a great Easter, for those of you that celebrate, or spring, the arrival of spring. Yeah. You may have avoided making this decision. Somebody may have ghosted you or lied about something. There was confusion here, and you were like, I'm not dealing with the confusion. I'm not dealing with being put as an option or not prioritized. It's not happening. Therefore, the knights come out, say what they got to say, take action in the direction that is best for them. And that's what's allowing you to set free, set sail, and move towards a new direction. Okay. With confidence. Like I did what was best for me here. I had to. They didn't choose me. They ghosted me. They lied to me, whatever it may be. Whatever it may be. Yeah. Okay. So, boy, this is never, you're showing me again, 6 of Wands reverse. This could have been somebody that just wanted your attention. They just wanted they just wanted your energy. For some of you, this person, it was more of an ego trip. Like they just wanted your energy for some reason. And I don't know what that means, but it's going to mean something for some of you. Yeah, it's like finally letting go. I gotta let go of whatever this is. So there was a total separation, or there's a total separation happening here. So again, ghosting, total separation, severing of ties, needing to move away from this because it's not working out. Again, some of you may have been left on hold, left on red, left wondering where this person went. It's, dang, I don't like that energy. I'm going to say what's coming through. If it makes sense for you, cool. If not, all right. I get an energy here for some of you that this person may have left you on red. Like they just disappeared. Like you were in a relationship with this person, or talking about a relationship, or starting to get on the same page with this person, and then they just gone. That sucks. What else is that I'm feeling? I'm also getting a feeling that where some of you were just left on pause, like, what are we doing here? How could I give you an example? Like this person came back, or this person liked your attention, so they would show up when they wanted your attention, and then they would ghost again. But you didn't know, are we in a relationship? Are we getting into a relationship? Are we doing anything here? It's kind of a self-centered, egotistical kind of energy, but I feel it kind of like I don't want to say a playboy, or a playgirl, just somebody that just siphons your energy when they want it. What am I getting there? That's not going to be for everybody, but somebody needed that. But it's time to set sail away from this. It's time to let go. Some of you, that total severing of ties may be difficult. It's a slow move, so take your time in it. Really think about it. Really think about it looks like you're analyzing it, but really think about it. Think about why you're moving away from it. Why didn't this work out? Why don't I feel right? Why don't I feel right about this? There's 5 cups here. Why don't I feel, there's something that doesn't feel right here. That may take a lot of courage, and you may not want to have to do that, but sometimes we have to do that. You know, even if this is not love, say for instance, this is business. Sometimes we don't want to move away from the thing that has kind of kept us afloat to start out on a new journey somewhere else in a new job. But if we're upside down in our finances, then maybe it's time to look for a different direction. Maybe it's time to start a side hustle or have a new idea to move in a different direction. Sometimes when we get so caught up in oh my gosh, I just need the money. I have to have the money. Okay, that's cool. But what's the next steps? What if I really want, enough income plus some, what moves do I need to make? Do I want to come out of debt? Do I want to, overcome some financial adversity? What do I need to do to get out of this blah, blah, blah and take action, really see the truth in a situation, take action on that situation and start making moves? It's time to start making moves. So some of those, it's just starting the beginning process of maybe building a business or looking for new jobs. I do love this. You are thinking about it. Okay. So good. Your energy is picking up quite a bit. So you're looking at these things. Whatever relationship this is, love, family, friends, business, money. What's up, Wendy? That's right. Divinely on time. Beautiful thing. Thank you so much for your comments. I saw your comments this morning. This is just looking at it. Like I'm looking at this and I'm really wanting to address why this didn't work out. Maybe it's not with this person. It's within yourself saying, okay, I've got something to learn here. And I don't want you moving into a new, don't be jumping out of one relationship into another relationship. That's not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about you taking the time to slowly process why this didn't work out and what was off or wrong here. Okay. Why are you feeling so negative or so blah? Let's say so blah about this. It's like analysis, but you've had so much analysis in whatever situation this is, it's time to actually move away from it. It's time to start making moves, take action. So it's kind of vague here for some of you, but I hope you're getting the gist of the story. It's like, whatever this is, you're moving away from it. Financial, blah, blah, grief and sadness or mourning, loss of a loved one, blah, blah, that kind of stuff. You're moving away from it, that negative or that really heavy energy of things just not working out. And for some of you, this was a person where they either ghosted you or lied to you. They did not put you as a priority. So you're prioritizing yourself here and saying, you know what, I really got to look at this. And in order for me to heal, in order for me to do better, to be better, to become better, to have better, this isn't working out. I really got to look at why it's not. This just didn't come together. It didn't work out. And for those of you that were left on red, yeah, it's time to move on. After this time or period of time of thinking and reflecting on what happened or why this thing isn't working out, then we start making moves to move forward, okay? But it's like sometimes we got to take a loss, whether that's leave a job that's barely bare minimum making it and really consider, a second job or finding another job that maybe pays better. Better hours, something like that. Or a relationship that's actually efforting for you. Well, that doesn't leave you on red the majority of time. So it's like, whatever this is, it's taking a loss and doing it with passion, with love for yourself, which allows you to open up to things in the future. Choosing you is the best thing to do. Especially if you've been ghosted. If you went through a separation, full-on separation, you haven't talked to this person ghosted you, nah, why would you deal with that? Why? I mean, really, being left on red or being ghosted or somebody just not taking action, not, no follow through, That sucks. It really hurts. But it's like I'm looking at it. You are looking at it and saying, okay, I'm learning my lessons. I don't want to do that again. I don't want to feel this 5 of Cups anymore. I don't want to stay there. I don't want to feel like that anymore. What do I got to do? Which way do I go, boss? Which way do I go? You go upwards. We rise, right? Learning lessons, feeling better about ourselves, and moving away from this with real passion, real desire, and love of self, and really excited. There's an exciting energy about what's new, what's to come. Where are you headed? What are you doing? You starting a new business? Are you talking to a new person? Are you thinking about, moving, relocating? Is this business negotiations? Is this new interviews? You're getting excited here. I like this. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about this exciting and new. The Love Boat. Some of you, it is the Love Boat. Okay. Toot toot. No, chug chug. The Love Boat. Let's talk about this. Exciting and new. It is going to be slow going for some of you, but as you move further into the weeks, or moving past this or beyond this, leaving this energy behind, it's like lack mentality, sluggishness, sadness, I'm not having enough, being abandoned by somebody. As you progress over the weeks, it looks like this is going to be improving. So I like it. Tell me about this Ace. Blam. Did you see that flip over and flip back? Blam. It flipped over and flipped back. I loved it. So it was like, hey, me. This is a new cycle. That's the Ace of Wands here. Aries, Leo, Sag, Aries, Aquarius. It is taking a new journey, new adventures, a whole new world, a whole new cycle. Okay. So it's not so much about commitments and relationships. It's about you. It could be about relationships too. I got the 6 of Cups down here. I feel like some of you may be traveling, maybe going back home. You may be focusing on your friends, your family, your small support group. Some of you may be focusing on your children right now. Just things that are kind of like, it's an innocence. It's like a return to innocence. It's a fresh, refreshing, renewal energy, return to innocence, kind of like a childlike view on love and relationships right now. Just having fun, breaking free, having fun, doing something new. So some of you, again, adventures, traveling, vacations, relocating, maybe even the thought of a new relationship, meeting somebody new, again, some of you, this is business, like a new job. Oh my gosh, working with new people, working in a new career, maybe a side hustle, starting my own business. What is it for you? Okay. It's not so much making a commitment to those people or things. It's more about the enjoyment of those situations, those new experiences, and having that rush of just positive energy. Have you ever really got excited about something? Just got excited. Just sitting here getting excited about getting excited is exciting. But that's the way I live. So it's like, oh my gosh, there's this rush of excitement, and like, what are the possibilities? The possibilities are endless. When you get excited about things, it's like, where do I want to go? What do I want to do? Who do I want to be? Which direction? You're choosing this. So it may take you some time just to figure out where you're headed. It may take you a little time to really get, think outside the box, stop analyzing or reanalyzing all of this heavy emotional energy, and really give yourself more of a lighter energy of like, okay, well, that didn't work out, but there's a possibility that so much more could work out. I mean, I could go down a different career path. I could start my own side hustle. I could, I could take a vacation. How about I just look at the possibilities? How about I just start thinking about the possibilities? New relationship, new friends, just newness. I like this. It's just really great. It's really positive. And it's like, hang on to the possibilities. When you may have a tendency to fall back into that heavy emotional, thing, especially if you went through a breakup or a separation or, loss of a loved one, it takes time. You can't rush those things. When you're overcoming and getting through whatever those things are for you, maybe you lost a job, something like that, money's been tight, and it's really been, you start focusing on the things that are happening, and that puts you in an emotional state of really, really bringing you down. But it's human nature. It's what we do. We focus on the things that didn't go right, and we kind of keep ourselves stuck in that, and that's okay. That's just being it's just being human. You know what I mean? We are what we are, right? Let me scoot on over here. But it's don't beat yourself up. Really start looking at the positives. What could go right? Where could you head? What could you do next? Right? Hang on to the possibilities of new. Really focus more on in that direction. And that's just the decision that you need to make, especially when it comes to, there's nothing wrong with being selfish. I think a lot of you may have some guilt. I feel it. Who is this resonating for? Give me a thumbs up over here in chat. Who's resonating with this? This is a feeling of you feel guilty for there's guilt here. I feel guilt. I feel shame. Some of you feel guilty. Some of you feel guilty, or you have a guilt, or you carry a guilt or a shame with you. Why is that? That's heavy. That could be 5 cups right there. You may feel guilty for or ashamed of. You may be ashamed of how much money you make, or that you had to go through a breakup or a separation. You may be feeling guilty that you had to leave a job, or that you have to leave a partnership or something. It's like you may be carrying the guilt and the shame. We do that. I don't know whose story this is today, and I don't know who did what in the situations. I don't know what's going on per se. Each one of you, it's going to be different, but I feel guilt and shame here. Like you should be more, you should have more, you should be better off than you are, doing better for yourself financially or in relationship. There's a thing here happening, and it's okay. Again, you got to overcome that. You have the energy to overcome it. So let's talk about this. I don't think you realize that this is happening. Some of you may feel guilty for having to move or relocate. Some of you feel guilty for having to leave a relationship. You carry the guilt, even though somebody else may have lied to you or cheated on you or done you wrong or ghosted you. You're the one that maybe have to close you. Okay, so for whoever had to, for instance, as an example, you shut a relationship down. Okay, you broke up with somebody because of what somebody did, and you were not approving of it. You did not approve of what they did. You shut the relationship down, or you're the one that's choosing to leave a business behind or a company behind and go to a different company or something, change jobs. You're the one carrying the guilt for shutting this down. That's guilt. That's 5 of... maybe some of you cheated on someone. I mean, this is a general reading. It could go both ways. So maybe some of you were the ones that cheated or lied or ghosted somebody and, shut it down quietly or whatever. And you may be feeling guilty about that. That's causing some blockages here for you. Okay. In moving forward. But I want you to remember to love yourself, regardless of what decisions you're making, because you're making decisions. You've made some decisions. The Two of Wands is out here in reverse twice, which says you've made some decisions to move into a new arena, a new relationship, a new direction, a new whatever, okay? And you shut down a cycle. This could have been with someone or in a situation. But I believe it's the guilt that some of us carry, or the shame, the guilt for doing that. It's like we don't want to hurt someone else. That's kind of the energy. Like maybe you don't want to hurt the people that you used to work with. Maybe you made a lot of friends there. Maybe you worked there for a long period of time. And, sorry. So it's like maybe you worked there for a long period. I had to readdress my camera. I didn't like myself being cut out of the screen fully. So that was weird. I'm OCD. Leave me alone. Don't try your best not to beat yourself up too much by overanalyzing, by feeling so guilty and feeling like the bad guy. You know, regardless of what someone did to you or what you're making a decision to do. Say, for instance, you're moving, relocating, changing jobs, changing career. Are you happy with it? It's all about you being content and happy with it. You know, did you shut down a relationship because it wasn't working, or because somebody ghosted you or left you out in the cold more than anything, or lied to you? Why do you feel guilty about doing what's best for you? You're the one that has to really look at that situation, and really that's going to help you progress forward. You know, stop the analysis paralysis and the confusion of I'm thinking so much about the guilt or the shame or what happened, and more about why do I want to set myself free from this? Why do I want to move to a better place? Why do I want to move into calmer waters? Why do I want to be free from this? Instead of, I don't want to hurt this person. I don't want to reject this person. A lot of times that empathy can get us stuck in the wrong situations. Okay. Do you feel good about a new direction? Do you feel happy shutting down these old cycles, these old patterns, these old things? You know, what do you feel good about? What makes you feel light and energized and more confident? Let's try and focus more in that direction rather than feeling guilty about or ashamed of having to shut something down. Choose to do something different. It's about self-love. Okay. Love yourself. All right. A lot of you, self-love might be a new game for you. What does that mean? That means choosing your own self and what makes you happy a lot of times over the satisfaction and happiness of someone else that's not providing or even showing up for you. If someone's neglecting you, if someone is lying to you and ghosting you, you're the one that has to see the truth in the situation and not necessarily take yourself backwards to the shame and the guilt. Okay. It's like closing down these kinds of cycles. You know, say the job isn't paying you enough. Hey, the longer you stay, the longer you're going to be in that cycle. You know, you're going to keep repeating that cycle. If you want to change, you've got to be the change, right? Say you're working a part-time job. It started out as a part-time job. You're not getting the benefits of a full-time job, but they're working you full-time hours. Hey, sometimes we have to have that courage that says, you know what, I really got to let this go. And I got to go for a full-time. They're not taking me on full-time, but I'm working full-time. So they're working me full-time, but I'm not getting the benefits of a full-time employee. Not going to work for me. Not anymore. Maybe you've done that for years. Okay. Maybe you were in a relationship that was not satisfying at all. That was more ghosting and lies and deception, or on again, off again, and you maybe did that for years, it's like, why would you feel guilty about having to do something that is good for you? Right? And that a lot of times does get us stuck in patterns that really need to be shut down. This could be a pattern that you've done over your life, throughout your life. But it's like, that guilt and shame's got to go. You got to set yourself free. Okay. Some of you may have went through a divorce or a breakup or something like that. It's like, yeah, loving yourself is very important. And maybe you're not used to that. So making the best choices for you is loving yourself. As long as you're taking care of your responsibilities and you're loving and taking care of your children and stuff like that, okay, you're not hurting anybody. If you have to break up with somebody that's lied to you, ghosted you, cheated on you, something like that, or you have to leave a business or career that just wasn't doing it for you anymore, wasn't paying you well enough, and there's something out there that would make you feel better, that would make you happier and feel more free and bring more money to the table. Life, it's your life. It's your universal movie. So what do you want to do with it? That's right. Shaming. Thank you very much. Shame and guilt can block self-love. Yep. And this is a part of self-love, closing down this cycle of frustration and continual repetitive. You're doing the same thing over in relationships, or you've done this before. You may have a pattern or a history of feeling guilty for doing what's best for you. That's got to go. It's got to go. It's got to go. That keeps you off balance. It keeps you from feeling good about yourself. The Ten of Swords in reverse says finally healing this is actually going to benefit you. Okay, so if you have been in this energy where you haven't been manifesting great things, you don't have the abundance in love and relationships or in business, whatever it is, you've been sitting there. Maybe you're dwelling on the fact that you don't have what you want, or you're not where you want to be at your age, whatever it is, or you're trying to compare yourself to everybody else your age or whatever. Don't compare yourself to anybody else. This is a hard one, but it looks like it is something that you're actually doing. You're going to be healing this over the next couple months, say six weeks or more. You're really going to be addressing this. And then things will start to flow a lot easier for you because you're loving yourself and you're making great choices for yourself that you're excited about. Yes, get excited about life. And this really does pick up your energy. This is the Nine of Cups. This is fulfilling for you. So it's like the more you recover and you move away from this really heavy energy that you've been in, the guilt, the shame, the remorse, the regret, the sadness, the loss, whatever it is. A loss is a loss. Grieve it. Don't try and move too fast. But within the next couple weeks, over the next couple months, you will be moving into a more smooth, easy energy. And when you're in that energy, possibilities pop up all over the place, So hang on to the possibilities and stop focusing. Try your best to stop focusing so much on the things that you don't have or that didn't work out. Okay. Or on focusing on releasing that guilt or that shame, and get excited about life again, or what you want, or what's going to make you happy. As long as you're not hurting anybody, seriously. It's okay to break up with people. It's okay to break up with family members. It's okay to break up with employers. As long as you know that there is something out there and that you're headed towards it. Say, for instance, you're putting in those resumes. You're getting excited about it because you know that there's better opportunities. They don't live your life. You do. I'm not saying stop what you're doing right now today. I'm saying start thinking about it and start moving your boat in and moving your compass in the direction that you want to go. Do you want a new job? Do you want a new business? What are those? Follow those ideas to fruition. Do you want to? Do you want a new job? Do you want a new relationship? Do you want to have fun in life? Do you want a relationship? Do you want to just be alone or single? What do you want to do? And that allows you to focus more on the future and less on the past and the things that didn't work out. Because that looks like that's where you're coming from. And it may take you a little while longer, But it is what it is. Again, some of you, it was a divorce or a separation, or maybe you were dealing with somebody who was divorced, or was married or something like that. Could be a breakup as well. But it's really focusing on the Eunice. So right now you're in this I'm hanging back kind of thinking mode, but you are thinking and you are going to be making decisions. Okay? Yeah. I don't think you're going to be blocking your opportunities much longer. I think that you're in the process right now over the next 6 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks, maybe a little longer, where you're starting to aim your boat in the right direction. Maybe you didn't know where to aim your boat. Maybe you didn't know where you wanted to head. Maybe you didn't know what your destination was. Do I want a relationship? Do I don't? Do I want to move? Do I want to relocate? Do I want a new job? What do I want to do? Do I want better money? So it's like, maybe you're not really feeling very content yet, but very soon you're going to be heading in that direction, feeling better about yourself and getting excited about these new opportunities. It's like, what can I do? Where can I head? What can I have? Who do I want to be? What do I want to be? Who do I want to be? Where do I want to go? What really do I want? And it's solidifying that. Maybe you don't have all the specifics. You don't have to. But setting that compass for your boat to head towards, like, okay, final destination is happiness, or final destination is, new job, better money. Final destination is great relationship, getting on the same page with somebody, having fun in life, whatever it is. Set that compass direction and trust that you'll get there. Follow your intuitive nudges and you'll get there a lot faster, as long as you're feeling better about yourself. 9 cups is a hell of a lot better than 5 cups. And anything that will get you to 9 cups, which is your own personal satisfaction, is good with me. You know what I mean? Are you happy with the direction that you're headed? Do that. So this guilt and this shame is a pretty heavy kind of energy. But again, for those of you that have to make these choices, there you go. King of Swords, you have to make the decisions. So say, for instance, you've got to move your family across country for a better job. Maybe you'll make twice as much money. Whatever it is you're contemplating here, and you don't want to leave your family behind, or you don't want to leave your old job behind, or, your friends and all that stuff. But what are the possibilities for a future somewhere else? How could that benefit you? So that guilt and that shame may suck. Own it and accept it, but then start focusing. But what if I do this? What are the benefits for me there? And being able to talk about it with your family, your children, your spouse, or your whoever, whatever. But it's making those decisions that maybe you haven't had the courage to talk about, or make those plans, or it's maybe not taking the action yet. It's just doing the thoughts and making the decisions now that helps to project you or move you in the right direction. Okay. And not being stressed about it. It's just, let's do the thinking about it. Let's do the talking about it. Let's really address where we're headed. And then when you feel like you're making, the right decisions, and you're not stressed about it, and you're really thinking about it, you're really working it over, and you're like, okay, I feel confident about myself. I feel confident about my decisions. This is the direction I want to head. I want to go into a relationship. I want to talk about this. I want to have a passionate side hustle. I want to have a new job that I'm passionate about. Whatever. It's moving yourself from the 5 cups and the 5 of Pentacles to a very beautiful, exciting, and new direction. And it's leaving that heaviness, the burdens, the heaviness, the blockages, the feeling of guilt and shame, and whatever happened. This is like a whole new high vibrational energy here. It'll take you some time to get to this. But when you finally start, let's look at it. Let's think about it. Let's just mull it over and think about it. Take your time in it. Think about what your destination is, and then the rest will flow into place. It'll just flow naturally for you, When we choose ourselves and we choose what makes us happy and the direction that we want to go, and we really stand our ground, and we really own we own and accept where we are and what we want, we can get there a lot quicker. Okay, it's struggling with what did happen, what never worked out, that really holds us back. We're feeling bad about it. We're feeling guilty about having to make some of these. You know what I mean? So, and that is what benefits you in the long run. Okay, not stressing about shit anymore, really focusing on the great opportunities that are ahead. So some of you may have gone through a divorce. Some of you may have gone through a depression. You may have lost a loved one. You may have lost a job. There's a lot of heaviness that's in a 5 Cups, 5 Pentacles. Some of you were ghosted. Some of you had to break up with people. Whatever it is, that's not easy energy to get through. So I'm saying, it may take you some time to pull out of this heavy energy, but you're pulling out of this heavy energy and you're closing down this cycle of frustration. And when we continue to do the same things over and over without changing, we continue to see the same things over and over with no changes. When we decide to make some changes and to really focus on what we're wanting, let's focus on what we're wanting and the destinations that we're wanting, right? Not like, what do I got to do to get there? Let the universe work that out. You just focus on what you want. Do you want to feel better? Do you want to feel happy? Do you want to be content? Do you want to feel good about yourself? Do you want to feel joyful and happy? Do you want to be on the same page with somebody? Do you want to have a passion for life and love and what you're doing? Whatever it is, it's getting there. And it's making these decisions that a King of Swords has to see clearly and make executive decisions. Okay? So some people got to go, or some things have to go, or we're doing something that's keeping us stuck, and we have to be the ones that make the changes here. Energetically, mentally, whatever, okay? But this is what's going to benefit you in the long run. Just stop stressing about things that you can no longer control and start focusing on the things that you can and what makes you feel good about yourself. Okay? Why did you have to release that person? Why did you have to end that relationship with that employer? Why did you want to make those decisions in the first place? Why did that have to happen? Get clear on the whys of what you want in the future and why things had to go. That will push you forward. Okay? Them's the words, them's the message to solid opportunities. Great opportunities. The Fool, ones you want to jump feet first into. Let's just go for it, Taking those leaps of faith into new solid commitments. These are abundances. These are things that you're going to be excited about. 2 of Cups, Ace of Wands, the Fool, Ace of Pentacles. Excuse me. That is true for a lot of you. It is love and money for a lot of you. Maybe you've been held, maybe you've been held back or holding yourself back for quite some time. Okay. Take a deep breath. Whatever had to go for a reason. Whatever you're looking at making an executive decision on, you're making some decisions here. It had to happen for you. You know, self-love. Maybe you're very empathic and you really wanted things to work out with certain things in certain situations, but, you know, sometimes they just don't. And we have to know for ourselves what has to go and where we need to focus forward. You know, we don't want to hurt people, and we don't want to say goodbye to those family members if we're moving, or those friends that we've made at work and stuff like that. But where are we headed? What's the direction? What's our heading? What's our compass setting? Let's focus on that and really feeling better about ourselves and the possibilities for our future. This is going to take a little time for these opportunities to start showing up for you, but they're big opportunities. Just get excited about it. What's next? What's next? What's next? Okay? Just feeling good feels good, you know, when we're coming from places like this. All right? So I see you getting excited. And it may take you a little time to finally make those moves and make those decisions, but little decisions along and along. A big decision is one of the biggest decisions is making a decision to look forward and not back, to really focus forward and on what we're wanting and desiring for ourselves and in relationships, rather than on what didn't work out. And even if you're in a relationship, you know, are we focusing more on the past stuff that didn't work out and the crap that just did not work, that was really dissatisfying? Or are we willing to work together? What are we wanting together to move this forward, you know? All right, them's words, them's messages. I hope this helps somebody today in some way, shape, or form. Like, share, subscribe, join the tribe. You know how I am. I hope you're all doing well. Stay doing well. Thumbs up. Until next time, namaste.